Let's get it, yo. So, gonna keep on going now. Hard as hell in my room. But, hey, I can't wait to see how this game plays out. So, let's go! Okay, hold up. Will Nanako be alright? Then, there's what happened in Nanatame's hospital ward. The snow that started to fall, and the fog that won't disappear. What lies from here on? You feel very tired. You'd hurry and get some rest for today. It's alright. Hey, my boy, you literally went through a whole freaking life crisis. You freaking Igor, Margaret, Marie. Hey, my boy was waiting to see you. I was waiting to see them too. I was like, when are they gonna pull up? You know what I mean? But hey, what's about to happen, yo?
Welcome.
What up, my boy? Hey, you still looking like you just haven't gotten no sleep. You off like 4 or 5 Red Bulls. I just know it, man.
It's been quite some time.
It has, yes. Please tell me we ain't gonna have the Makoto effect. Please tell me that ain't gonna happen. It seems you have been summoned to the Velvet Room. We can't have the Makoto effect.
You are fast asleep in the real world.
All right.
I have summoned you within your dream. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far.
Come on, chair. Come on, you good? Last me up until this game, please. Yes, my journey has.
You'll be able to successfully solve this mystery.
Frick no. I don't know where we're about to go from this point on. I don't. I literally clicked the wrong thing and then I got a bad ending. So now I really gotta lock in and figure out what the frick I'm about to choose now. If there's any more decisions or if there's any more decisions that will come through. But hey man, if I got the squad with me, we could do anything low key. We still gotta get Teddy though, man. I can solve it. I don't know. I can solve it. Gotta have a little bit of confidence. I wonder what this does for Igor though. You know what I mean?
Of this vehicle. That too is getting rather hard to judge.
What the? That is another thing. It does have the freaking same atmosphere like where Teddy was at though. It does have that.
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
What do you mean driving blindly? You tell me nobody is driving this thing?
Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Okay. Let me see.
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
All the friends I made along the way? Look at your nose. Your nose is still so long. The voice of you heard many times before echo in your mind.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Oh yes, now it's all pulling up on the screen?
All right.
Ooh, what?
Let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need. If we leave any unanswered questions behind,
my Zesty King, my Zesty King. Yes. You see, this was the same thing. Oh, are these my max outs? Oh no, because Naoto pulled up, thankfully. You see, let's keep it going, yes.
I'll think as hard as I can and
calm it down with your pharaohness, babe. You still part of the squad.
Come on.
She and my girl.
We've accomplished this much together, haven't we? Right. Together.
You could go? Where my boy Teddy at though? No Teddy? I need to see my boy.
You have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Yes, and they're willing to keep on going with me no matter what. You see, hey, screw Junpei's ass. His ass will literally freaking snitch just so he'll be all right. No Junpei. Man, I just hate saying his name. I hate saying his name. God, hate saying his name. It seems that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
You don't know where, how do you not know where the frick you're going? You tell me this whole time, you don't know where the hell you're going? That is crazy. And it's just keep on going nonstop?
This year will signal a great change in your life.
Please tell me not the Makoto effect, please.
Though there isn't much time left,
okay,
it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
All right.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently.
You see, Margaret, I didn't know you could speak facts like that. Speaking straight facts, yes.
Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Okay. How about there, those? Who the frick is ringing the doorbell? You can hear something in the distance. Who the frick is ringing the doorbell? At this time of night, too? I'm not answering that. My boy, don't answer that doorbell. Sunday. Somebody still answered ringing the damn doorbell. It seems you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Is it the OG Mallies or the squad? Who? What up, my boy?
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried he'll be back soon. It's Teddy though, man. I'm worried. Teddy's ass will literally freaking start wandering across the street.
Acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side.
Okay.
We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Hell yes, let's go. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decided to look for him. You see, so after we make we accomplished our investigation squad, now we are the truth seekers. Crazy, the truth seekers we are. This is what we about to do, yo. What we about to do, man?
We can't find him.
All right.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense, it might be affecting my readings.
This mother freaking chair, please last me till this game, please. Please.
I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Hey, you fine, Risa. You doing as much as you can in this situation.
Ted, don't tell me he really went back to his world this time.
We don't know where the frick he went. He doesn't even know where the frick he went. The world literally... It looks like the same place that Igor and Marie and Margaret is traveling through. You know what I mean? With the white little atmospheric setting in the background. You know what I mean? I don't know why he went through there though. That's what I'm wondering. Do you think? I don't know. Or maybe it could just be this world or like the shadow world, and since it's snowing, it probably affected the conditions, I guess? I'm not too sure.
We told him over and over that he could stay here.
He just does... You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but he'll be back for sure. No use getting worked up. Let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down.
Yeah.
He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
Especially he gotta know what Nanako doing. How's she going?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but
Yes.
let's trust in him and await his return.
All right.
Right now, we must concentrate on the case.
Y'all may see those damn waters back there. That was some hot ass waters. You see this water right here? Chilling in a nice freaking cold fridge, man. I tell y'all, man. I think I said it before, man. I gotta get myself that cold water. Let me take a drink real quick. So good, man. Yeah, those gotta go back to the fridge. Freaking warm as hell.
It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location.
Shit, you tell me we can't talk to that man at least?
We must
Figure out
hurry,
something?
or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
Okay.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
What up?
Let's quickly review the facts.
All right.
Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano, the announcer, and Saki-san.
Yes.
From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them.
That is also true with Miss Yamano being the person he smashed, you know what I mean? The affairer. And then that's when they left from the previous, or like his wife. So there's that. But Saki was a witness. Do you think that mother trucker killed her just because based on the witness? Well, that's pretty much it, to be honest. because she was a witness. What other connection do they have, though? You know what I
After
mean?
that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted.
Yes.
It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
God, operandi, smart ass freaking girl. But why has Nanako been the one that has been affected and literally straight up died? Straight up died. I was not expecting her to die. You know what I mean? I love that type of stakes. You know what I mean? But hey, of course, Nanako kept on fighting and freaking made it through. Thankfully. But like, those stakes are crazy. I don't know if Nanako actually died. I don't know what the frick I would do, to be honest. It's just like man, some stakes are like really good and are needed, but like, shit, kill off such a joyful character like that. Shoot, man. But yeah, I'm still wondering why she was deeply affected. Maybe because she didn't have another self. You know what I mean? Maybe because she's too young and her body can't handle the effects after the shadow world. That's another thing as well.
Sounds like the dude's guilty.
Yeah.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Mere copycat killer. What is crazy though, even with us that we made the decision, not Naoto, because Naoto low-key is smart as hell. And even she knew that this case is not done. But with the fact we thought the case was done, and even the police thought it was done, just because they got one thing of Kubo killing Moroka, and after that, the nasty take about dude, and after that, are willing to close up the case without him having any evidence on the actual other two victims. But like, the only thing really is just he's a copycat. But like, they didn't know that though. You know what I mean?
Back up to yesterday.
Yes.
Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer?
And that's another thing. Why would he kill her? Even though he's saying that he's saving her. I don't get that. You know what I mean?
That's what's bothering me.
What up?
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
Exactly.
You lost me.
I don't know why. I don't know what type of saving he's blabbering on about. You know what I mean? I don't know if it just seems mental as shit. You know what I mean? But why would he kill his lover? You know?
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to talk to that mother trucker. We're literally gonna have to.
Sounds like a play I saw before.
Uh-huh.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean?
That is another thing. Maybe, again, I was saying this in the previous part, saving people in like them facing their other self, a version of themselves they're not willing to accept. And depending on how that goes, it's dependent on the person themselves to make the stride or to accept themselves. Maybe that. Maybe like with Saki and the announcer that they did not accept themselves. So that's what happened with their downfall. But since the rest of us accepted ourselves, that means we were saved. Maybe. I'm not too sure how the frick that would play out.
I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
But why also? But just like what I said previously, though. Yeah, I said that the killer Namatame would be like the killer would want publicity. You know what I mean? Straight up wants to be known. But now, from what he's been saying, this is just a whole nother level. It doesn't even seem like it's publicity he wants. It seems like he just wants to save them. What the frick? And then it has to be why. So if that's the case, why does he just grab random people off the street? You know what I mean? And do that instead of being every single time he kidnaps somebody, they were on TV. You know what I mean? Like, why does he just take somebody off the street and then do that? And even if he did that, he would have a higher success rate probably with the kidnappings or savings. You know what I mean?
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call
Maybe.
himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
That man does not know nothing about that world. Sorry if I
they'll be
sound
saved
stuffy,
if
y'all.
They die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself.
Yeah.
What do you think, Senpai?
Maybe it was him. There's something else. I just don't... Something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him.
Uh-huh.
But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
That's also true. What sucks is that Teddy doesn't know shit. Barely any shit about it. That's crazy.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while.
What's up?
When we first encountered him, he said,
My dear. Ah, man, my freaking nose about to be taking a hit. Okay, what do you
"You're
say?
the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too."
That has to be with the other self. Like you facing yourself. But Nanako though, she didn't have another self though.
So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too?
I feel like he saved you guys based on you facing your other self and accepting
Would he
yourself.
actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense.
Exactly.
And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
I feel like yeah, because of her other self as well.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV.
I guess, but why go through that such rash way though? You know what I mean? Maybe because, again, if you straight up ask anybody and tell anybody, say, yo, this is mysterious TV world where if you get pushed into the TV, you're able to traverse in that freaking, traverse, my bad, in that freaking world. Nobody will believe that man. Not a single person will believe that man, except people like Kubo who believe in what he's doing or believe in also the Midnight Channel. You know what I mean? But nobody has made that chance at all to actually push himself in there.
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
Yeah, you're providing a lot. All of us are providing a lot.
Possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right?
He tried to save them too.
Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them.
Uh-huh.
Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
I don't know. The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame? Could there be something that proves this possibility? Namatame's diary? The copycat murderer? The warning letter? Mitsuzu Higuraki's alibi. What would that have to do with anything? I'm pretty sure that's the singer. What would that have to do with anything, though? I do not believe it would be her if there was another person. The warning letter? The copycat murderer? Namatame's diary? The guy has a straight up diary. Why do you lie about that? Copycat murderer? Why would we talk to Kubo? Kubo's ass knows nothing about the TV world. Why would we talk to him? The warning letter? That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
Uh-huh.
If
I have
Namatami's
two of
the
them
killer,
now.
He must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Uh-huh. We could probably, if we could see the
Let's
handwriting.
review them.
Okay. You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore," and the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed." Shit. Ah! Shit. So that's what he was meeting with Nanako, no? If we don't stop, somebody else will be killed. But was he planning on that Nanako would be the one to be killed? Or the one to be the next one kidnapped? I don't think so.
Yes, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
No, to be honest, to this whole thing, it was saying he wants to save them. Why the frick would he write that? And even kill. It's not like he actually kills them straight up with like a knife. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either.
Uh-huh.
If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean?
There's another person? Another time I wrote it wrong, the letter wasn't for me. Another time I didn't write it. Shit, Detective G back on the case, yo.
It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But who though? Who else we already are so far in December now. Who else do we know that will have some sort of connection with this killing? You know what I mean? Who else do we know? I don't know.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
And plus, yeah, Namatame was literally a delivery driver. So, like what we're saying, wondering like how he got our address. That's how he has our address, because he's a delivery driver, right? Right? And we get deliveries all the time, no? Or even like he's probably stopped by us in the neighborhood, no? Is that not how he had our address?
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Could only mean what?
Dear God.
What's up?
Since this is such an unusual case, I was
With your eyes.
absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
Uh-huh.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Now you tell me there's another person besides Namatame who is actually using the Midnight Channel for something else? Or doing something else completely with these killings? And Namatame is the one that actually is trying to save him, and there's one more person?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed.
What do you mean?
In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first
What
two
type of word is
cases when the victims
parlance?
died.
What type of word is parlance? Falling through, okay. Like, whatever, like recently, man, I was writing like some notes, and then my ass realized I spelled decide wrong. I spelled decide D-I-S-I-D-E instead of D-E-C-I-D-E. Like my ass, like with all these big ass words, man, I locally got to do like a spelling bee or something, man. Is there like a spelling bee game I could play? Like a spelling bee game that I could play where it'll really test out my skills for real? The only thing I saw was like, I think Roblox has like a spelling bee game that I could play. Maybe I'll be screwed. I'll be so freaking screwed, man. Like, God, freaking crap. But like, hey, man, once you start note taking, man, you freaking on that though. You know what I mean? But where are we at though? So hold up, am I able to?
In Namatame's parlance,
Okay.
failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died.
Yes. But you don't think he's the one that put him upside down then? You know what I mean? But if he's not the one who put them upside down because they died, who the frick pushed them in there then? Unless he pushed them in there. You know what I mean? Or unless of this other person that we're talking about.
If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did.
And then he freaking talked about saving with the rest of you guys as well. You know what I mean? Maybe Namatame's goal isn't for you guys to die. Yeah, he talked about saving you guys, which again, why I said facing your other selves. Maybe his whole goal was for that to happen when he was pushing them in there. So do you think somebody else was doing the killings for that would 100% make sense though, how Kubo with him like mimicking the same murder with Moroka. You know what I mean? That wouldn't make sense. Are we able to look back at Namatame's diary and see when this all happened? You know what I mean? Like when, like, if he... I don't know. Maybe there is another actual dude in it.
It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
And seeing how that shit went down. Mother freaking trucker.
Someone else? Then
who?
it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
No, no, probably based on since Namatame didn't freaking... Do you think that their killings didn't resort in their shadows? That this person that we're talking about decided to actually straight up kill them themselves and then take them out and put them upside down? That would make sense. You know what I mean? Since Namatame doesn't seem like the type to do that because he wants to save them from their other self. You know what I mean? That would, okay. So somebody, like the first two people, but why, where did Namatame come into this though? Where the frick did he get the information about the world? Do you think he just stumbled upon it and went inside? You know what I mean? Because it's not like this, probably so. Maybe this freaking guy killed Saki and the announcer, and somehow Namatame found the world and talked about saving you guys. You know what I mean? But how does that still resort back to you guys showing up on the TV and being the victims? Saki and the announcer were shown on TV, no? I know Saki did, but the announcer, I don't really remember. You know what I mean? Or maybe an image of her was shown. Oh yeah, probably an image of her was shown on the TV. You know what I mean? Where did that, how would this killer who killed the announcer and Saki somehow collide with Namatame with saying you should focus on the people who are on the TV? You know what I mean? Who are shown on the news and those be the next victim. You know what I mean? Or unless I'm just overthinking the situation.
We can't say for certain yet.
Okay.
We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
Okay, let's go. We have to go. You all work together to take another step towards the truth, man. Hush! Oh! I love how I think it's called Truth Seekers. Damn. That is crazy. So, hey, if you think about it, man, it's just like reach out to the truth. I reach out to the truth. So good, man. Truth Seekers socially, yes.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
That is also true. It's not like Naoto could try to just pull up and freaking say some stuff to him.
I have a plan.
What type of plan do you have?
But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
What type of plan do you have? A diversion? Naoto, what type of diversion you about to do? You just gotta beat this man
This place is off limits.
We know that.
I'm a consultant with the police.
Ooh.
I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
If you could, I don't think they'll let me go in though, because my ass literally has a direct connection with Nanako and with freaking Namatame.
This is Unit 252 requesting confirmation on an ID.
Huh.
Name of Naoto Shirogane.
Knock this mother trucker out.
Huh? Ah. Understood. I see.
What's up?
Well, you're on the list.
Hey, Naoto. I thought they took her off completely.
I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well.
Uh-huh.
He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Naoto is such a freaking smart-ass mother trucker. Oh my god. She is brilliant. What the frick? She had this plan all along?
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
Your ass is not even a freaking detective for real, so like, you don't gotta worry. He my unk.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Exactly.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild.
Okay.
Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too.
Okay.
This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
What's up?
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
What type of suspicious
Well,
object?
then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san.
And then everybody else about to pull up in?
A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
That is just freaking... Is that gaslighted? Is gaslighting real? I'm not too sure. But her ass is freaking so smooth, the words. Yeah, that may sound like something serious down there. You should probably check it out and back up your team. If not, you may have some more casualties. Like, what? Like, so smooth. And the guy sweated for real.
Hit the nurse call button.
Okay.
I'll leave the rest to you.
That ain't gonna happen, though. That ain't gonna happen.
Understood. Please be careful.
Yo, I better get running.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Got another thing of water. Alright, squad.
Wow.
Her ass is crazy, yo. That's why I put this over here, because I don't want my desk to acquire mold. Because there's it's like fake wood. Like, there's a little hole. I don't want water to go through there. Clean off my desk. Yes. Naoto's freaking crazy,
There's nothing much
yo.
inside that suspicious
She's
object.
crazy. I like how we have an actual freaking detective on the
So
squad.
he won't be gone long.
Okay, but she would never be used though. She seems like she's like a jack of all trades.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
All right, freak. All right, man. What type of gibberish is this guy talking about though? Hello? How much fingers am I holding up?
Namatame,
His ass not even looking at
there's
shit.
something we'd like to ask you.
This man already breathing heavy like he did something.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are.
And what's crazy, man, they just want to end the case. The higher-ups of the police department literally just want to end the case and make it seem like the closest person who is likely to be the killer will take the fall. You know what I mean? That is crazy. With freaking Kubo and then now Namatame, where it's like, yes, Namatame did push people through the TV, but did he actually kill them though? They just freaking want anybody who has some sort of connection to this case, who literally looks like either mental or should have had some type of evidence on him, just wants him out and take the freaking fall.
But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Tell us something. It seems that he understood what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who would you throw first? Who would you throw first? Did you kill those two girls? Is saving killing people? So this is big. I could say, who would you throw? I feel like who would you throw first would probably be the best one. You know what I mean? Because that will resort down to the announcer and Saki. You know what I mean? Because if he says who he threw first was Yukiko, then that would make sense then. You know what I mean? Or yeah. If you say he threw in Yukiko, that would make sense that he's saving people, and Yamano and Saki are out of the question completely. You know what I mean? And then after that, we could say if saving people's killing, who'd you throw in first? Boom! Mother freaking trucker! Boom! Shit! So there is another freaking person. That is crazy. What should you ask, bro? You see that freaking? No, we should not ask about if he killed those 2 girls. That's a waste of a freaking question. Is saving killing people? No.
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed.
Is it killed? I remember back whenever we were freaking doing our finals, they talked about the original sin. Is the original sin like this god or whatever that will like be the inevitable, like how Nyx is, or what? Or will they be killed by their other self?
That's why I put them in there.
What? What should you ask him? Maybe he said that. Okay, so let's look back at that. That's why I put them in there. Nobody saves, or if nobody saves them, they'll be killed. So does he mean that the person who took on Saki and also the announcer, that part makes sense why the frick they were shown on TV? You know what I mean? Or why he takes people from TV. So Saki, man, Detective G on the case. I gotta get hired, please. Saki and the announcer showed up on TV. It were the 2 first victims that were killed. You know what I mean? Maybe Namatame, whenever he found the world, freaking went through, and then every single time he saw somebody on TV, he's like, I have to be the first one to get him. Because if I don't get him, the person who's doing the killing of Saki, the announcer, will freaking kill them. You know what I mean? So then now I'm thinking, I remember back whenever Teddy was saying that, is it Teddy or Yosuke was saying that their shadow kills them. You know what I mean? Damn, maybe with the first 2, maybe it's not their shadow that kills them. You know what I mean? Maybe it's actually this person like stabbing the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Or doing something and then taking them out and throwing them upside down. You know what I mean? That makes a lot of sense on why he's talking about saving now. You know what I mean? Because he knows that if he doesn't take them or kidnap them, they will die by this freaking killer. Brilliant, freaking brilliant. So there's not even a point of saying this, but I gotta say it. Boom, exactly. Boom.
They were killed.
Boom, exactly. And then he freaking took that upon himself right when he found the world to freaking save Yukiko, Naoto, Rise, and also freaking Kaji, and then even Nanako. But why did he seem like whenever he was with Nanako though, he seemed like he was like strangling her though? You know what I mean? Why is that? Why was he strangling her and not try to it was a big situation with like shit's going down, you know what I mean? And you can't really just try to cool off the situation because you don't know what will happen. But why would he strangle her though? You know what I mean? Why? Maybe and the other thing is her domain or her thing was literally heaven. So maybe he thought that maybe that's a world where like the people he take and save could be secluded there. You know what I mean?
I couldn't save them.
Boom, boom, brilliant.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct.
Brilliant.
So far.
This is brilliant. Yes.
After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents,
we freaking go crazy,
an
y'all.
appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death.
Yes, that makes sense now. I didn't even think about that. So he was probably a D1 watcher of the Midnight Channel and not the news. Because if you think about it, he wouldn't be able to make that rational decision by himself. But with the Midnight Channel, it makes sense on why like they will be chosen to be saved. You know what I mean? Because we just say for the instance, he didn't know about the freaking them showing up on the news will basically make them be on the Midnight Channel. Brilliant. Absolutely
Thus
brilliant.
To save her from that fate.
Yes.
You kidnapped Yukiko Amagi.
Yes, freaking brilliant.
You
yes.
couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her.
Yes, that is actually crazy. Yes, yes.
And you repeated the process
Uh-huh.
as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel.
But why? So explain us with Nanako then. You know what I mean? That's what I want explained. But
It all falls into place.
that makes absolutely that makes tremendous sense. Yes. Yeah. So then that correlates with actually saving him as well. So it's not just seem like it's just some like Takaya Nyx situation with how Nyx is like the god who will save us all. You know what I mean? This man is actually trying to save them. But I wish it was a little bit more. He would have said a little bit more about it. But like in that situation, he really couldn't. You know what I mean?
His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true.
Well, there's another freaking guy.
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Oh,
Indulge us
man.
in a few more questions.
What should you ask him? Who killed the first two? He wouldn't know that. Why the warning letters? He doesn't know that. He could know that. Oh shit, yeah. Why did you enter the TV? Yes, this is what I want to know now. Why did you enter the TV? Yes.
I didn't know.
Okay.
I never thought it would be that kind of place.
Okay. What should you ask him next? Who killed? He wouldn't know who killed the first. So, why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Boom, 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 boom. So he not even. So who the frick else could it be then? Who killed the first two? He doesn't know.
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Damn. So that's that's crazy. And we just made this man seem like he was mental as shit. Even though the whole time he was trying to save people. You know what I mean? So that's probably why with his lover, the announcer, he didn't do it. And that's probably why he started saving, because he's like, my lover straight up just died. You know what I mean? Crazy, crazy.
As I thought.
Yes.
You believe me?
Yes.
Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things?
No, they did not. That's a fact. This man freaking actually cares for real. Shit.
Mayumi.
Shit, exactly. Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you.
Uh-huh.
We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
So that makes sense for his shadow as well. I'm pretty sure his shadow said he likes saving them. You know what I mean? But we didn't know what he meant by saving them. Oh my freaking gosh. Yes. Yes.
Only you?
Yes. The truth seekers.
We did blame you for everything at first.
But now we completely understand. Oh my God, thank God we did not push this mother trucker through that TV.
But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Yes. You're here for a while, so might as well. Hey. AC's making nice, cool, calm, and collected now.
All right.
Okay. Boom. Boom. Are we gonna show a little bit animated? Okay.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge.
You probably you were like drinking your life away?
I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties.
Ow! I'm good though.
I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either.
Cause Mayumi is a freaking. Is Mayumi Shit. Because they talking about Mayumi's alibi. She's the one that was the singer, no? Yeah.
Mayumi, where are you?
Or is Mayumi Yamano? Let's just say Mayumi's Yamano. You know what I mean? I keep on getting them mixed up.
She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows.
Okay.
Forced to resign from the program she was on.
Okay.
I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything.
Shit. Then him saving people was probably his freaking upbringing. Him like actually finding like a purpose.
Then one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV, watched my own reflection.
Oh, mother freaking trucker.
There was Mayumi.
Yes. So why were they talking about Mayumi's alibi then? You know, whatever we all were just discussing together?
Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help.
And you freaking went in.
Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her.
So that basically what's the word? God, man, damn it, man! I wish I knew some more words. I gotta look at my damn thesaurus. You know what I mean? See all these damn words. God.
My arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
Shit. We freaking in it.
I was so scared.
We freaking in it,
I
yo.
couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane.
We are freaking in it. We are back. Holy shit.
I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though.
What broke you?
It was Mayumi being found dead.
Shit.
Not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
The whole time he's cast his eyes downward painfully. It's a rough subject, but we're close though.
But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again. And I confirmed that none of it was a dream.
Damn. They really freaking pinpointed this guy as a freaking terrible dude. He's just trying to freaking save him. Damn. That is crazy. Damn.
That image. Was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
Yes, and then he saw what happened to Saki too, and then he freaking decided to take action.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend.
My dear eyes.
But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead.
Damn, his ass just taking all that damn blame. Shit.
The harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl.
Saki.
She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi.
And that was Saki-senpai.
The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
Yes.
And that was Saki-senpai.
Yes. So maybe they didn't have maybe they didn't have another self to begin with. That would make sense. That would make sense why they're trying to call out, because they didn't have another self. You know what I mean? So that Must have been a freaking lie. Not particularly a lie, but freaking not a lie, but freaking we just didn't know. You know what I mean? It made it seem like that they were fought by their own shadow. But probably the mother trucker freaking stabbed their ass to death. You know what I mean? And then freaking, but does their body have, not like stabbing, but like they killed them? You know what I mean? Maybe they're, because every single other person who was shown from the squad had their other self. You know what I mean? Like their other self was shown, like with Kanji's zesty self, or even Rise with her like whatever type of strip clubby thing that was. You know what I mean? You know, like a persona of themselves. You know what I mean? They're not willing to accept. Maybe Saki and Miss Amano or Mayumi didn't have that. They really did not have a shadow. You know what I mean? So that's probably why. Shit.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body.
But why? Yeah. Yeah. I got nothing to say after that, yeah.
And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did.
And you weren't able to reach her in time.
I kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
And what?
It became sharper?
Sharper like what? What does that mean?
How did you find out it was her?
Oh, sharper like throughout the days?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits and gave me a job with the family business.
Delivery.
I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
Yes. And was she perfectly fine? You know, y'all know me, I hate Saki, but this is now freaking like D1 freaking plot now.
Over it, I decided to meet her and told her to be careful.
This is like some monster bit with the like monster anime. I don't know if y'all watched that. I think I ended that on like episode 8. You know what I mean? But I was low-key thinking about watching Yu Yu Hakusho again. Give that another try. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I gotta watch something. Like I was watching a little bit of the Persona 5 anime. I'm gonna drop that. You know what I mean? I think I got to episode like 3 or 4. We'll drop that. But I will most definitely 100% watch the Persona 4 one. I just like this freaking mystery. And I just can't wait to see how this freaking plays out. And the fact this was freaking this whole freaking mystery to begin with as well, I gotta watch that. And then yeah, so I said either Gurren Lagann or Yu Yu Hakusho I would watch. You know what I mean? Just as like whenever I have a little bit of free time, like watch like a little episode or 2 here and there. You know what I mean? What did she say? She wrote him off?
But that same night, on the TV.
She appeared. Oh, he was trying to freaking warn her. Yeah, damn!
She looked as if she was being engulfed by some black
What the
shape.
frick?
She was writhing in pain.
Is that the shadow, or is she gonna choke the hell out?
That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone?
She doesn't have her phone, and the TV world doesn't have service. Holy shit! This person choked the shit out of her, man.
The next day, they found her dead.
Upside down again. Damn. That's crazy. This killer who killed Saki and Mayumi, who's trying to save them, and then Kubo who copied the original freaking killer? That's crazy. That is crazy. I was not expecting that at all. That is absolutely amazing. God. When they do that remake, I gotta play it once for the one time. You know what I mean? But like Atlas, this game came out in 2008. And this remaster came out in 2013. They were straight up cooking with this damn mystery. I was not expecting this shit at all.
I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife.
Yeah, we all know what happened there.
Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was.
And her ass is freaking dead.
But she was murdered. And the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You freaking took action. That is so fucking ballsy, though. Sorry for the cuss word. That's ballsy as shit. The fact that's how he found his purpose of saving them. Damn. I knew they had to freaking say, like, make it be a mystery, but damn. Now I low-key feel bad for saying this man straight up mental. His ass was trying to save them the whole time. Like, what?
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes. Even though, like, now, I wonder how his wife or his divorced wife is doing now.
Yes. From the bottom of my heart.
Uh-huh.
Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
Probably not seeing each other enough, you know what I mean?
I think I can kind of relate.
Yeah, but, like, you weren't in a relationship, though. I hope not. Or I hope so. I hope she wasn't in a relationship, you know what I mean?
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election.
Uh-huh.
She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine.
Passion, like both of your guys' passion about your work just probably brought you all together. That's dope.
We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to.
Uh-huh.
I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, you had to go balls deep, you know what I mean? I can't blame you for it, man. It had to happen.
She gave meaning to my life.
That is big. That is big as shit. Oh, yeah. Damn. I would divorce, though. If you would have divorced the singer, you probably would have lost like half of your shit, though. But if you would have divorced her and then make your guys' relationship, Miss Yamano's relationship known after that, I feel that'd be a better path, to be honest.
Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV.
And then it seemed like it was just girls that Kanji pulled up. Damn.
That was you.
Uh-huh. Yes! Yes!
She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered.
Uh-huh. So that's what he started to do, the freaking kidnapping.
I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl.
Uh-huh.
This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity.
Not a single freaking clue. Not a single clue. So now we're her ass, so freaking Saki's ass freaking choked out, you know what I mean? Do you think the murderer actually does that themselves? They go in the TV world and choke. Damn, look at my freaking neck fat though. God freaking dang, y'all see that though? Shit, man. Some of the times, man, I look back to how I looked in when I was recording Persona 5, my ass big as shit. My face was big as shit. And my face is still big as shit now. Like, man, my shit was big as shit then. But maybe Miss Yamano and also Saki did not die from shadows, what I was saying before, or stabbings. They were choked out. One, show no evidence of it, you know what I mean? But would that really make sense though? Because can't you really, like, if somebody was like choked or bruised, wouldn't it show on their body?
I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that.
Uh-huh. And then you decided to take it upon yourself,
I'll never
yes.
convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then?
Yes.
The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me.
Okay.
And that's when it hit me.
So did he not see the program like, oh no, that was after.
I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side.
Uh-huh. He got some balls though. How the frick was he fighting the shadows? Or was he just...
What if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her?
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it?
What the frick is
Girl
that?
inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered.
This is freaking good. Holy shit.
I could just let her out again.
Holy shit, yes.
If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate?
You can think that way, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Was it my mission to save people?
And that's when he found even more passion or purpose.
But there was a big problem.
What's up?
If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand.
I
had already tried that and failed miserably.
And then they would probably like get the cops on you or put like a what do they call it when you like have to keep a distance from somebody? Damn. Like I don't know what I don't remember what that called, but she would just tell the cops that like some guy, the announcer or like the political secretary, I'm pretty sure he was the secretary, that he is freaking like chasing after her or something, you know what I mean? So
it seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
Is that how he got a persona? Or is that... Well, no, his persona's like shadows, though. Mother freaking trucker.
You thought
yes.
people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed. You kidnapped us in order to save us.
Yes, he's not a bad guy.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
Hey, man. You can't blame him for real, though. Like, he's just doing like every single time he gets the chance, he can't freaking not go for it. You know what I mean? Because again, how Saki and freaking Miss Yamano, how they were killed and how they were displayed. You pull up and straight up your lover upside down in your hometown. The Asaki, somebody who witnessed it, you try to say something to her, didn't believe you, and she got the same fate. Now at some point he's thinking, it's like, I cannot let this happen no more. You know what I mean? Like now, like he thought he was the only one that knew about this, him and that killer. So he had to take action upon it. You know what I mean? So I do not blame him at all. And what he was saying before, like he can't tell nobody because nobody would believe him. Just like with the rest of you guys. Nobody would believe you if you talked about the Midnight Channel. You know what I mean? Or talked about the Shadow World.
One who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me.
Exactly. Yes.
I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion.
Okay.
I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it.
That's freaking... No, I rock with this mother trucker now.
What?
Yes.
Are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
You were. I feel like he was, but also at that same time, basically damn near killing them by chance. If they really because their shadow got so damn big, their shadow was gonna kill them. You know what I mean? But
if a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
But again, I gotta respect what he's doing though. You know what I mean? I gotta respect it. Because he's like the first person who took action against this killer. You know what I mean? I have to respect him. And then plus, with that now, damn, that covers everything what I was saying previously whenever we're all grouped up. So they're in mortal peril with facing themselves, but it needed to happen. You know what I mean? But like, it's either that you face yourself or you freaking die. Either way, like you could die. Like you have a more chance of dying, I guess, but we freaking did it though.
I had a feeling that was it.
Uh-huh.
When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
Mm-hmm.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away.
So,
but I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl.
damn, I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. That's the thing. Would you guys make that same stride? Like how he did to save people like that and risk himself as well? Crazy. I do not blame this man at all. Shit. We are again uncovering the truth as well. That's big.
That's why I went in after her.
And now we're showing detectives here.
But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place.
Mm-hmm. Now, man, I wonder how the remake will be. Definitely 2026. There's no way it comes out this year, you know what I mean? But man, if they can, for the remake, work on the investigations a little bit. Like, the investigations, like, make it be like this type of scale, but not fully this type of scale. Like, us having a one-on-one, like, cutscene-ish chat with them about, like, the people on the TV, you know what I mean? Or anything that we can do to refer to it that's known about them that'll make us be closer to actually reaching their location. That's just the investigations. I don't like how they do it. Yes, it makes sense that we are actually investigating, but every single time I had to look it up. You know what I mean? My ass is not that damn smart. Like I can barely spell decide. You know what I mean? So
I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was.
Uh-huh.
I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
So that also makes me start to think, though, how was he able to go in to begin with and go out? You know what I mean? Is that, like, I remember talking, saying that the people who are able to go in and out, is it because they have personas? You know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't make sense, though, because you went in no problem, though. And same with, Yosuke and Chie. But why would they not? We probably didn't have a TV, that's the thing. Oh yeah. But how are you able to go out then? You know what I mean? Without a TV. Because Teddy was the one that originally kept us, making us be able to go out.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it.
Uh-huh.
I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
Mm-hmm.
See us?
Make sure that you guys are okay.
Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Juness?
Oh! That was him. That was that one guy.
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty.
Yeah, but hey, man, I respect it. I 100% respect this guy. Like, damn, this, like, we really are uncovering the truth. I respect him 100% with what he did.
But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
Uh-huh.
I thought I was going insane. I probably did.
You did a little bit.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
You really were trying to save people.
I love to see it. I love to freaking see it. Yes.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool.
Don't say that. Don't bring yourself down now, man. Don't bring yourself down. The fact, again, this man made strides to make sure that you guys would have the same fate. like Miss Yamano and Saki, crazy respect I have
I
for
always
him.
wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
And that's part of why with Nanako, he really didn't want to like let her like lose her, because her thing is really heaven. You know what I mean? Which is a sanctuary in a type of way. You know what I mean? So every other person that would have been on the TV, he could save and put him in there. You know what I mean? I respect you, my boy. I respect you.
I never doubted what I saw on TV and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
It's okay. What's done is done. It's still unforgivable. What's done is done.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
Hey, man. Now I don't want this guy to freaking... You can go. 100%. This brings context now. Like, you can go.
Kidnapping
you cool.
is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger.
But they ain't gonna get nothing hard on you, though.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, my boy.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
Exactly, yes.
We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
Ooh.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people.
Yeah. This brings... Oh, God.
The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke.
Don't say that, my boy. Yo ass a dangerous freaking dude. Risk his life so other people can live? Dangerous dude.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
Hi, my boy. Thank you.
What are you all crammed in here for?
Hey, you don't gotta worry. Get out of our freaking face.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Yes. Let's go, y'all.
Wait.
What up?
I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
You said that literally in front of the police, though. What? I know what you mean, my boy, but you didn't have to say it in front of the police, though. That's our plan. Don't worry. That's our plan. Alright, man.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders.
Yes.
It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
Yes. You've taken another step towards the truth. Oh my God. Now, the only other thing I can think of is who the frick sent that warning letter? Who the frick sent that? You know what I mean? Because we blatantly asked this guy if he sent it. He said, frick no. Who sent that then? Hey, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Now get out of here!
Shut your ass up, bruh.
I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen.
Alright. Thank you, Taro.
Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Just rascals? He doesn't even know what the frick.
She's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
God, why did it have to be her though? But at least she breathed though, man. I love my little
This was
sister.
the last place we saw Teddy, right?
Yes, and that's another. I wasn't even thinking about Teddy.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
My boy, he's just a whole mystery to begin with. He's just something else completely, man.
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
Yes.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
We just gathered new information. It is not cold at all. It's hot like freaking fire.
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it.
That is also
Let's
true,
split up
yes.
and talk to people all over town tomorrow.
Shit!
We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
Okay. Shit. Now I gotta talk to people
I hope
now.
we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Alright, man. Woo! Tomorrow, you all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. Shit. If I have to be looking across town, y'all know me, I'm finna look it up all day, every day. Did it? Chinese dinner? Ah, yeah. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information. Alright, y'all.
I'm seriously pooped.
I freaking asked everybody and I still looked it up. I was still somehow lost. But we did it though.
This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
Is this how it be?
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Some of y'all are low-key just freaking standing there. Yo ass shit. Yukiko, and Conjure just standing there. At least Yosuke, I don't know. Yosuke was talking to a girl from school. I don't know if he was trying to do his little magic to her. Then Rise was freaking getting harassed by a dude calling her Rosette. So
Ditto for me.
yeah.
Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well,
Eat a little?
one steak bowl, please.
Oh yes.
That's not what I meant.
Come on, boy. You can't be working on an empty stomach.
But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
Now you gotta talk about some crab. Don't like me that seafood, man.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Alright, man. You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Now that our tummies are full,
Now we can actually be talking.
let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Bop, 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 bop. You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The
No,
end.
not really. The guy was saying the student was saying how, Saki was harassed by Taro, so.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
They asked, man. One of the guys really had a freaking fog, like a damn gas mask on. And one of the other guys was saying that Judas about to pull an all-out attack on us, going mental. Like, are you good?
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him.
Who the frick would know about Teddy though? Unless she said about a bear with a mask, or like a bear mascot or something.
Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
That is also true. What the frick is my boy doing? What the frick is he doing? Is the place he's at just doesn't like an infinite roads?
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Hey man, you gotta know something, Ace Detective.
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do.
Shit.
But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano.
Yes. But who else? It would make no sense on the other people, or it would make no sense besides Taro. You know what I mean? He has clear connection to them. Who the frick is this other guy?
As well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent.
That's also true. So now I'm wondering, are you able to see what those Yeah, probably they were watching the Midnight Channel low key while we were in there. So that's how they know that we're saving them. Because if you think about it, everyday people are watching the Midnight Channel. The students talk about, I think it was Rise, how she looked in the Midnight Channel, or even I think mostly Rise. I don't think they talked about nobody else really that was in the Midnight Channel. So clearly people are watching it and seeing exactly what we're doing. It's either Rise or Yukiko, and they see exactly what we're doing. So maybe this killer is doing that to begin with.
Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Okay. Well, Naoto, hey, go take a little breather. You already doing God's work. Trust. Just sitting here won't help you think any better. You just had to go outside to get some fresh air. Does that really help though? Get some fresh air. Snowflakes?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Snowflakes falling on your face. The time I don't know the rest of the song. That's all I know.
It's freezing out here.
My boy, you got that fly freaking jacket on. That ain't keeping you warm a little bit, my boy?
This will help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
Whatever you say, my boy.
Hey, is it snowing?
You tell me you didn't even realize it was snowing and it was so cold to begin with?
The fog's so thick, the snow just gets lost in it.
Oh, never mind then. There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
I don't know. What is the matter? You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit has some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely they also knew that Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these? Another oddity with the case is that there was almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have. That's the thing. That's my main thing, though. Who freaking else can have our address? That mother freaking trucker. It cannot be him. The only person I could think who would have our address is Adachi. He's the only other person because he's been inside the house. Nobody else has been in the house, and I was thinking that since Taro was really a delivery person, he must have our just know our address like that. But he knows nothing about that. Is it Adachi? Is he the one who freaking did it? But what if it is though? What is his connection then? You know what I mean? It would not make sense his connection with Miss Yamano and also freaking Saki. He's the only one I can think of who has our address. Because why would Dojima do it? That would make no sense why he would do it. You know what I mean? That he's out of the question. Nobody from the squad is in that question. Nobody else has been in the crib. It has to be him. Or is that who else could it be? Did I read that? Yeah, both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. And that would make sense because he's a cop. A freaking cop? A freaking cop. That's why nobody found it suspicious? No one unusual was around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusual high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most like a culprit is... Why would I blame anybody from the squad? That is crazy. They literally, why would I blame anybody from the squad who literally fakes their other self? Why would it even be Teddy? Teddy is literally a genuine person. Like, it's nobody from the squad. It has to be. It has to be Adachi. Who's the someone else? Why would I blame any of them? Those people have died. Why will they have to deal with it? It has to be him. But why though? But why? He's the only person I could think of who knows our direct address. And also are able to get by without seeming suspicious. Maybe either because he knows us or also because he's a cop. You know what I mean? And because of that, nobody's gonna bat an eye for what he does. You know what I mean? My question is, what is his connection with the first two people though? It has to be Adachi. He's the only person who knows our address. Straight up. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out the possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have, damn, the whole freaking time? You tell me if it is this mother trucker the whole freaking time? Every single time I've talked to that man, deep down he knows what the frick we've been doing? And freaking... He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well, yes. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. So do you think this man was blabbering just to blabber too? Just to give us something to see how this whole thing's gonna play out? Crazy. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. However, he knows, bro, he's always there. He's always freaking there. Every single time that we're either with Dojima or either with Nanako, somehow he's always freaking there to see exactly what the frick I'm doing. Should you tell your friends about the suspicions about Adachi being the culprit? Yes. Don't tell friends, protect Adachi? Why the frick would I protect him? If he's the one that sent the warning letters and watching us this whole time, why the frick would I protect that man? Tell friends about Adachi. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
My boy, he has to be it.
Detective Adachi.
He has to be it. He has a sort of connection with me, Dojima, and Nanako. He knows exactly what's going through the police department, and he knows exactly our freaking address. So he's able to send those 2 warning letters. Why? Why?
A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports.
That's also true. So he can even say with the witness reports, maybe he even rip up the witness reports. You know what I mean? Like maybe people seen the kidnappings happen with like what Taro did, like those kidnappings, and probably put like a witness note or whatever, and probably shred them up or rip them up. Crazy.
Same reason no one ever reported seeing Yamatame's truck.
The freaking
this is a small
truck.
town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
That would definitely explain why every single time we ask him, but even he blabbers his mouth off. But I swear there's times we ask him about something. Oh, just like with Taro. with the where he was located at. He was saying that he can't tell him that, or he can't tell us that. Why the frick can you not tell us that? While you telling us other stuff about the case, you know what I mean? Why can you not tell us that? Huh? So hesitant from the start.
You think of it that way.
It has to be
possible.
Yes.
But we're talking about Adachi here, right?
He plays a freaking act.
I mean, really, Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
It's a freaking act.
Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi...
What up, Naoto? Please tell me something else for...
I'm not sure how to put it.
Oh, that double click?
But there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
What's up? Him and I straight up doing a social link. That wouldn't make sense, because this whole time, I'm pretty sure during his social link, he said he would rather be lonely. You know what I mean? And like how he was neglected as like a young whatever, he was young with his parents and all that. But like, I don't know.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
To what? You good? Bless you. Now we out in the cold. All right, man.
I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Okay. Mother freaking trucker.
Adachi's son?
It had to be him. It had to. Why though? Why though? That's my question. Is it because with him being lonely? But my main question though is what the frick is his connection with Miss Yamano and Saki? I try to think back to what I said originally with the killer. I just don't know. I just don't remember that far. Either way, it has to be him. Only because of he has our address. 100%. Like, well, tell us.
I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
I didn't even know about that. Escort her? Push her in the TV?
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
And he freaking she gave her up to him. That is crazy. Do they seem like familiars? And that's how he's able to get through without being freaking suspicious. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be suspicious about a detective wanting to like protect, because at that moment the inn was freaking secluding her, basically protecting her from the news, or from from the news channels and all that, or people trying to get like the topics about her. So it made it seem like Adachi was gonna probably put her into like a confined area, so like nobody's able to reach her.
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it.
And you gave it, you gave her to him.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her.
Exactly.
He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Frick no. Freaking took her ass. Freaking took her ass and freaking pushed her in the damn TV.
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
And that's another thing. What, did they come off as familiars? Like they knew each other, Yukiko?
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class.
What? Who the freak is that? What girl is that?
I found out this afternoon.
You called out to a girl in your class?
But I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Fudge. That's freaking so smooth. That's so freaking smooth. Him being a detective made him be able to do things that other people couldn't do. Like imagine he stopped at Saki, like how Taro did. Saki would 100% probably believe him. You know what I mean? If he was to blabble about the TV world. But if he's like, Saki, you are a witness, we'll put you under witness protection, then boom, got her ass right there. Got her ass and probably push her into the freaking TV. Crazy.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body.
Yes,
on
crazy.
numerous occasions.
Crazy.
I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but...
Little? Crazy.
It's certainly
We're
unusual
freaking on
to
it.
question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
I don't know. And I can't think back to a social link, but I don't know. Maybe if it's freaking, the only thing I can think of is him being alone. You know what I mean? Him being okay with being alone. That's the only thing I can think of. You know what I mean? Him being alone and him basically being like, I'm pretty sure top of his class or like something like that. I don't remember nothing else from that social link, unfortunately.
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san?
Adachi must know freaking Miss Yamano. But how the frick does he know Saki? The only thing I think I know he knows about Saki is because she's a witness. And he wants nobody to freaking know about. But not like she's a witness, like she saw the killing. She saw like the body displayed. So who the frick is Saki to him then? You know what I mean? Who is that?
Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot. In all sorts of places.
That is also freaking true. He was even there with Rise. He was there at Rise playing freaking traffic, like a traffic signaler. There at Rise playing traffic signaler, and then whenever we freaking got that one guy, the suspicious dude about the pictures, his ass was so quick to freaking take him in, because probably to deduct freaking any suspicion about him. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I don't remember. That's one key factor I remember. I don't remember if there was anything with him pulling up to Tatsumi's textiles or the Amagi Inn, besides what Yukiko literally just told us, or even with Naoto. But I remember with Rise though, 100%. I remember with Rise, him playing traffic signaler.
And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up.
That's also the thing too. He wanted us to freaking know.
Was that all to throw us off the trail?
Mother trucker's freaking smart as shit.
That warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Yeah. Shit. Wait, what?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either.
And not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that means point to him. Various peculiarities. I'm so sorry, you guys. Have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi. I'm sold.
Is it really Adachi?
I'm sold. I'm 100% sold. Again, the only thing I don't know is freaking what's his connection with Yamano and Saki. But I'm 100% sold with him having our address, sending me warning letters, him telling us, blabbing his mouth off on purpose, and especially what happened at the end with Yukiko on guard duty and straight up giving her up to Adachi. You know what I mean? I'm sold. There has to be that mother trucker. Nobody else will know our address. That's basically all you need. Straight up. Nobody else will know our address. You know what I mean? Nobody else. Because they showed, whenever I was looking through everybody, they showed everybody. They even showed Moroka or Kubo. What the frick would they do? Or even the team. Why the frick would I blame the team? Or even Teddy? You know what I mean? They're helping us solve this case. And that could be another thing that someone within us is actually freaking doing it. But again, every single one of us have had a shadow and has freaking faced our other selves together. Why would we now all of a sudden turn against one another with that? You know what I mean? I'm already sold that it's that mother trucker. It's him, all right. We need to confirm this. Maybe we're imagining this. It's him, all right.
This is still only a tentative theory.
No.
We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Where do we go from here then?
This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it.
Fudge.
Huh? The transport? It's right now?
I just know that mother trucker was the one who was talking about the transport. Do you think Adachi is taking Taro to the TV world? Do you think so? He's gonna try to get a killing off? Crazy. And 100% is because of freaking he knows too much. Taro knows way too much. And the fact he was secluded and that's the same reason. That's the same reason why his ass didn't want us to freaking see him to begin with, saying, I can't tell you that information. The one information you can't tell us while you telling us stuff about the police? I can tell you that information about where he's located at. What? Are you crazy?
I see. Thank you.
We have to. He's gonna freaking push him in the world. He knows way too much.
What was that about a transport?
Taro, no?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation.
100%. We have to freaking stop
We
him.
must head there at once.
Go. Things are moving quickly now. You feel like you're getting closer to the truth. Yes. This is big. I just spat. This is big as shit now. Yes. Yes. Mother freaking trucker.
Huh? What are you guys doing here?
And he tried to act like he tried to freaking put on this freaking facade that he doesn't know what the frick is happening. I know your ass freaking did it. I know you did it.
Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
We know your ass did it. We know you did.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Then Adachi, you go look for him. We're gonna be with Taro. The frick was that?
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
I can't stand this. I should have freaking known. I should have freaking known that he was gonna be the one. This man, this is a whole act. This whole thing is a freaking act. Is him being a recruit an act? You know what I mean? Is that fake? I don't know that.
So, he's been relocated.
Relocated to where?
I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Naoto, go on your D1 freaking interrogation, please. Please.
Oh, well, yeah.
Why?
I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around.
Get the frick out of my face. The only with Nanako? What the frick is he gonna do with Nanako? The only person you gotta really worry about is Dojima. But we could probably explain. Well, Nanako's freaking safe though. Like, she's still breathing. I know, like, that's still like, he probably wants to kill that mother trucker. But no.
Didn't you guys think so too?
No.
Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing.
He's trying to freaking tell us to go somewhere else. Just like with Dojima. 100%. You try to tell us to freaking go to Nanako or go to see where Dojima's at. Your ass is done.
Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Your ass think you're smooth? Shit!
Where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san.
My freaking boy pulls up right behind you. So you should probably look for Dojima. Frick no.
Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
But why though?
What?
But why though? You're just some recruit. Why the frick would you do that?
Who authorized that?
Exactly.
There's still more I need to ask him about.
Yes.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
No. Your ass is cooked, they say. Your ass is cooked.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me.
My boy, I knew my boy is too damn freaking smart to freaking think that the killings are done. Too damn freaking smart. I did not even think that Loki, he was that damn smart to think of what we're thinking. The 2 killings are separated from what Taro did. Oh my god.
His motives are
My
shaky.
phone's still charging?
His alibi is rock
Hell
solid.
yes.
We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony.
Uh-huh.
But that part's still nagging at me.
Yo ass is freaking gone. You are gone.
Is this more of your detective's intuition?
He is crazy with his words though. What is that type of wording called where you're so easy to like say stuff to get you out of the situation or to say stuff to somehow turn it back on another person? You know what I mean? Like, what is that type of wording called? Is that gaslighting? Is it gaslighting? Like, this man is being straight up interrogated by all of us, and now even interrogated by Dojima, saying, "Is this your detective intuition? I think he's probably gonna say, I think you're probably on too much meds. You should probably go rest."
He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it.
But who authorized it though? Dojima's probably the head of the freaking detective group. Who freaking authorized it?
And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
now you're trying to think you so smooth? You think you smooth? Get the frick out of my face.
You today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
This is serious. Get the frick out of my face. No, bro. Get the frick out of my face. I've never seen you take this work so damn serious before.
Come on. I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
The hell you are not. You always just stand at your nest for however long you can. You are lying.
Too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment: get better as soon as possible.
Get this man out of my face. I'm being serious. This has to be gaslighting. He's keep on pushing it back on Dojima, saying, "Hey, you have to get better. So I'll take it from here. Get the frick out of my face, bro. Get out of my face." Dojima, even you know this mother trucker has something.
What are you all doing here?
We can't really tell you, but
we came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Oh yes, my boy. Say that shit. Say it. You should question Adachi. What about when? Okay. About when Yamano vanished, or about Saki's interrogation? About when Yamano vanished. Yes. Bring that up because Yukiko's right there. She can say, "Where the frick did she go?" Yes.
The time the announcer went missing?
Yes. Where the frick did she go?
I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything.
Yukiko's right there!
That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kind of hazy that far back.
Crazy. Yukiko's right there. So I can remember. I remember all of this. You should question Adachi about Saki's interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
This man trying to see, bro, he is so smooth with his freaking words. You are freaking God. You're 100% God. Saying that your memory is hazed, or like you don't remember seeing her while freaking didn't Yukiko see that they're her leaving, or was it just the staff? You know what I mean? The frick out of my face, man.
Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
Bro, get out of my face, seriously. You still something you need to question Adachi about. The warning letter.
Warning letter?
You know my freaking address. You're the only person who will know my address. Who else could it be? Dojima? Why would I blame Dojima and then somehow maybe sure like him looking at it and then having his reaction, a fake reaction, and then putting me off in like the interrogation room for the night. Sure, maybe that could mean that he could be part of it, but frick no. Why the frick would he do that and risk his own daughter's life? His own daughter's life? Oh, get the frick out of my face, man.
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
Shit!
I don't really remember.
We don't have those freaking letters. I gave it. Dojima had. He's trying to act like he don't remember. Yes, you do.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember?
Bro, Dojima, yes. Bro, Dojima, please catch this man on the act.
I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing.
Yes.
You're telling me you forgot?
He probably low-key freaking burnt that shit. He probably burned them letters, straight up.
I'm sorry.
Straight up.
Your accident was right after that. And what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind.
Bro, get the frick out of my face. This guy is so smooth with dodging what's the word? Not interrogation, but dodging pressure and all that. Like, or crazy.
Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
A prank saying that if you continue, somebody will freaking die. Somebody close to you will die. That's a harsh ass freaking prank. Frick no. Frick no.
Jeez, what are you asking me all this
Especially with how Nanako will like Larry Nanako. Frick no.
For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about?
You.
Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing.
He's trying to dodge the. He's folding under pressure. Folding under pressure, saying, "Dojima, you gotta go." No, my boy, you stay right here.
And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
We don't give a shit. We could miss school for whatever. People are already missing school. We'll be fine.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
No, the frick you are not. You are not leaving.
Just one more thing.
Where the frick are you leaving? Where are you going?
We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing.
Exactly, yes. Naoto, please, bro. This is some good ass shit. This is some good. And I know I haven't been playing the game at all. This is some good ass shit, man. I like this a lot. God.
Someone else killed them.
Yes, and then Kubo mimicked them. You know what I mean?
Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Called it. Get the frick out of my face, bro.
Because we think it might have been you.
Guy cause you probably been too blunt with it, but we're already at that point. We're already at that freaking stepping point. Yes.
What? That's ridiculous.
Don't freaking say that now. We freaking got your
We
ass.
already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
No.
What did you just say?
Oh, I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize you said that. Oh shit. Oh, he's freaking gone. I didn't even realize he said that. Put them all in?
Put them all in?
I didn't even realize he said that.
What's this putting them in business?
Uh-huh.
Do you know something about the method behind their murders?
Oh, you're not freaking going anywhere now.
Don't tell me that all that
I didn't even realize.
TVs and whatnot from before was...
Because not even Dojima freaking, believed us. Put them all in?
I see. Now I finally understand.
You freaking got him.
To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said.
Uh-huh.
Before, I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me.
What's up?
Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident.
What do you say? What?
At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it.
I'm gonna have to look back. Holy shit. No, this shit is actually freaking good. This is actually freaking good. I'm gonna have to look back at that and see when he actually said that. Because if that's straight up true, or if they show it, that's, oh my freaking gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. And now I'm thinking back, I'm sorry that I'm freaking pausing like this. Bro, now I'm thinking back, it's like, oh my freaking gosh. This is big. I like the freaking mission. This is like freaking, like, what is it called? Like Criminal Minds, True Detective, Suits, like interrogation type freaking gaming we doing. Holy shit.
How, I wonder, would that settle anything?
And I love how freaking Naoto is so freaking like Naoto brings a whole nother perspective to this because she can freaking straight up interrogate, interrogate, freaking pressure, freaking remember. I don't think none of us freaking remember that besides her. Crazy.
At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing.
Bro, Naoto, your ass is crazy. You would never start, but you are absolutely crazy for freaking coming in clutch with that.
After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days.
Yes.
Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
Oh, shoot!
I don't know.
Don't freaking lie now. We freaking got you.
I'm busy.
Don't forget, bro. Somebody has to pin this mother trucker down. You are not leaving our set. Somebody stop that man.
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Who the freak just let that man go through? Go! Bro,
Adachi! Oh, damn it.
Dojima, and it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul that he can't do nothing about this. It hurts what happened with Nanako and how he was straight up like over it and about to kill Namatame. But then now his own freaking partner did all this. Killed the first two people. Basically blamed or made it seem like Namatame was freaking doing it. Puts Nanako or sends letters to us saying not to do it anymore. That puts Nanako in danger. Then that gets freaking Dojima in danger. Now his ass can't do shit about it, unfortunately. And bro, I want Dojima to get his get back, they say. I want my boy to straight up. Oh my god. This is crazy. I'm being so serious, y'all. Again, when I was saying this dog walks, P3, like even you could say P3 could have a even more complex story somehow, some way than this freaking mystery. But straight up, I'm gonna say right now, I can't wait to see how this game ends. You know what I mean? I can't wait. And I especially like I'm good at like this is the true ending, you know what I mean? And like pretty much like you have to do the true ending. But I can't wait to see how this game ends. Because straight up right now, I will 100% think, or like damn near up there think, this is better than P5. Better than P5 on how the story is going, how the characters are, how the moments are. P5, oh my god, hits the freaking heart. And Dojima, oh my, it hurts my freaking soul. He can't do nothing, but you have to leave it up to us, man. You have to. It hurts my freaking soul. He can't do nothing. Get that mother trucker now. Where the frick did he go? Namatame's hospital room. Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
He freaking went into the TV. He went into the TV.
Where the hell did he go?
The freaking TV.
Did you find him?
My boy, I know you just have to trust us upon this. We will do this. Just straight up rest and focus on Nanako. But his ass is through that damn TV. 100% through that TV.
Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area.
Is there cameras? There probably had cameras in the patient room, to be honest.
So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's through that freaking TV. Show the TV,
still
please.
Here? But we looked. We didn't find him anywhere.
Bro, that's freaking crazy. The fact he said we knew he put them all in, and Chi is the first one who realized that. Bro, Chi, I know you try to say that you low-key ain't smart, but your ass is so freaking smooth with figuring that out. Not even I freaking figured that out. Yes.
That bastard.
Yes. The fact he freaking try to freaking play with us, say like do freaking like little cheap tricks with Nanako and all that, and still wants to kill her. I gotta know his reasoning. I have to.
Dojima-san?
Dojima, please just trust upon us and freaking sit your ass down.
What are we going
please.
to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Hey, all love, my boy. Holy shit.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages.
Now I'm wondering straight up, and I'm back to my comparison field. Why do people say P3 has a better story? Is it because it's just more complex? If it is, then I respect it. I don't think so. I can see the complexity. I love me a freaking mystery. I love me a freaking mystery, man. Oh my God, detective type mysteries? Oh my God.
Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
Please, please, somebody strap that man down to that seat or to the bed. Cause if this, I'm being so serious. If somehow this mother trucker, please, Dojima, just stay in bed.
You're right. Sorry.
Please, just trust upon us.
You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
Trust, my boy. That mother trucker will freaking... Let's do it. Let's go.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
He's in the freaking TV.
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You mean he went in through here?
That's the only way, so like...
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
Let's freaking do it then.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there.
Uh-huh.
If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Okay. Shoot!
So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's do what we normally do. Go through the freaking TV. Let's go in. Let's go tomorrow. Shit. Let's go. Ooh, they're probably gonna wait until tomorrow, I bet. Let's go in. If we can go in now, let's go. No?
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here.
Okay. Oh, that is also true, cause Teddy and all that. We don't know. Fuck, bro. Where is Teddy?
We're not 100% positive he used this TV. And on top of that, we don't know where it might lead.
That's also true. That's also 100% true.
Nest, like always.
Okay. Thank you, Risa. You freaking damn.
It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
Hey, man. Trust and believe. Trust and freaking believe. The extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. You have taken another step closer to the truth. Oh my freaking gosh. Yes, bro, this is freaking so freaking good. Oh my God. Yes, oh my freaking God. Give me that. You split up for today and you all went back to your home. Yes. Shit. All right, man. Do my little save, take a little break here, but we're still on it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'll end it here. Probably not. If I do, shit, I'll probably do an outro, like a makeshift outro. But frick me. The guy who was there with us the whole damn time played a whole freaking act. A whole act on saying he's just a freaking recruit who's freaking blabber his mouth off and freaking doesn't know nothing, and then that freaking miss said something like he was the one that put them all in. You should have known about that. Crazy. I can't wait to see how the frick this is gonna freaking go now. Holy shit. Let's keep it freaking going after I take a little break. God dang.